For decades, Canadians have been wasting away in a country known best to the world as America's hat. But that's all about to change.
Canada was meant to be the 51st state.
It's just an artificial line that was drawn in the sand or in the ice.
But not everyone's so sure about that. Meet Stephen Shanebarth, American political refugee.
The night that Trump was elected in 2016, I started looking into becoming a Canadian citizen, and I moved here in 2020 full-time. Gave up my apartment in Brooklyn, moved to Toronto.
A lot of people said they were going to move to Canada when Trump won, and it's bullshit. But you actually did it.
So I wrote, I actually did it, becoming Canadian because of Trump.
Is that the book where you admit that you killed OJ's wife?
No, it's not. No,
it's not.
I didn't.
Exactly what OJ said. And just like a white Bronco chase cut short, Stevens worried his escape from America might have been a futile gesture. Just look at history.
Austria was the first country that Hitler took over when he was expanding, and it was very similar to Germany, the way Canada is similar to the US, and they just kind of absorbed it, and that was the beginning of Hitler's expansion.
If you think Trump's Hitler, then why would you move to America's neighbor? It's like, well, I'm going to ride this whole Hitler thing out over there in Poland.
I'm not saying at all that Trump is Hitler. He's not. But if Trump is 10% as bad as Hitler, that's bad enough.
Well, Stephen, Trump didn't want to invade Canada until you moved up here. So, are you flattered in a way?
No.
No. You fled America, but America's coming. And you can't stop a bulldozer. We're going to take Canada. That'll be a 51st state. Then we'll go to Greenland. I think we should get Hawaii. That's nice over there. That'd be sweet to have Hawaii. What are you going to do? Keep running away from it?
There's nowhere to go.
Well, of course, Stephen hates this idea, but I bet everyday Canucks couldn't wait to trade in their free healthcare to join Team USA.
How excited are you to be the 51st state of the United States?
Not that fired up about it.
You need stronger language than that. We have guns. Can you look in that camera and tell Donald Trump how you feel about becoming the 51st state of the United States? Come on.
I mean, you're throwing a lot of words around, but I think that's we know what you're doing. It's not gonna go anywhere.
That's the meanest you can get.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't know what they were missing.
This is a bottle of our syrup.
It's not maple syrup. I don't know what.
There used to be a black woman on it, but that kind of became a whole thing.
We love our country. We really do.
But don't you want to dominate the Olympics?
we do dominate the Olympics.
I'm talking the Summer Olympics, the one that people care about. This is what the new flag would be.
I don't know, man.
I thought the maple leaf was going to be with the stars, but I should have had this thing made in China.
Canadians of all ages, races, and species seemed united in their rage.
It's a good thing Kristi Noem isn't here.
And this trade war is getting messier than a plate of poutine at a Celine Dion concert.
Thousands of Canadian hockey fans booing our national anthem.
Liquor stores have removed American distilled alcohol from their shelves.
Polls show 90% of Canadians do not want to be part of the United States.
But what about the other 10%? The silent majority. The most elite and intellectual Canadians take a different view.
I'm just trying to make Canada great. So let's make it the 51st state.
Finally, a normal person.
You got to make a stand. If you believe in what you believe, and I believe and I want to become an American, I'm going to do it.
I mean, just think about the possibilities. You could be sentenced to the death penalty. You could drive over a bridge not knowing if it's going to collapse. Cheese coming out of a spray can.
I've never tried spray can cheese, right? But I'm looking forward to it.
And after living under Canada's jackboot, Josh is eager to speak his mind.
First Amendment, right? Freedom of speech, freedom of speech.
And the thing about the First Amendment is that thing is ironclad.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're a protester or a legal firm or a member of the media or a Democrat or a green card holder. But other than that,
That's good.
And in case you couldn't tell by the way he looks, there's another amendment that Josh is way more excited about.
So Canada doesn't have a Second Amendment?
We do have certain guns, but not the ones that we do in America, the AR-15.
Right.
We can't have any guns that have over, I think it's 5 rounds.
5 rounds? That means that you can't even have a mass shooting.
Well, you can't even mass shoot at a deer, right?
That's why American hunters are so good, because they can pop off 200 rounds in 5 seconds. You're going to hit something.
This Quebecian shaman was almost passing for an American, but there was just something that was off about him.
Look at that. Get it. Get it. Let's go.
Like the Canadian dollar, it's close, but just not quite there.
What is this, Monopoly money?
In fact, there was something off about this whole country.
The differences are subtle, but really significant. Like when I go get pizza, they ask me, what kind of sauce I want on the pizza. If I want like sweet and sour sauce or chipotle sauce.
Wait. What the did you just say?
They give it to you, and they say, what kind of sauce do you want on it? And I said, what do you mean? I'm from New York. We don't do that.
These bastards. Sweet and sour sauce on pizza? Not even Little Caesars would do a thing like that. Anyone know what they put on pizza in Greenland?